Author and educator Dannielle Miller made a quick trip to Griffith today to speak to teachers and parents about the best way to support young girls. She says teenage girls are struggling with a range of issues, such as the prevalence of airbrushing in magazine images and the push for them to wear more sophisticated clothing.
Growing up is fraught with issues these days.
What we've got at the moment is a generation of young girls who are attempting to deal with very adult issues and they only have childlike strategies to fall back on.
Dannielle Miller is an author and educator whose background is in teaching and student welfare. She's the co-founder of Enlighten Education, a national network offering programs which aim to empower and inspire teenage girls. Ms Miller was invited to Griffith by the Dorothy Wade Centre for Early Learning Griffith Connections project, who ran a similar program about young boys last year. She's been speaking to youth educators and parents about supporting girls.
One of the things that we know is having a big impact on young women is the prevalence of images that have been airbrushed and photoshopped. So much so that actually our federal government just recently called a bit of a task force together to look at that very issue.
Ms Miller says establishing healthy role models for young girls is also important. She believes the sexualisation of young women is posing a major problem.
We need to look at the sorts of clothing that we give young girls to wear and whether those labels and slogans are really appropriate, age appropriate. We need to look also at things like music that's targeted at young girls.
Ms Miller says these types of workshops have had success in the past.
We've done some work with girls in the local area which has been fantastic, and one of the things that they very clearly said to us was that there was a real need for someone to have this conversation with them.
Jacqueline Cremasco.